All right, hello and welcome to session 11, not session 9, session 11 of Throughout Time, and we had some visual issues there that'll get fixed. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the chat, and we'll get everyone in and get ready for the session.
Hey, John.
Hey.
I'm not sure if Brad's connected properly.
Oh.
I haven't heard him say a single thing.
Oh.
Huh. Oh, well. I hope he can get that figured out.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Because I do not have the account for the other thing you guys try.
What do you mean?
You mentioned something about using something else to talk to people.
Oh, Google Hangouts.
Yeah, I don't have that.
You don't need... I don't even think you need an account for that.
Oh yeah, Age of Calamity is awesome.
Okay.
Hey, Maddie, can you hear Brad? Oh wait, Brad's typing.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I'm assuming it's going to have something to do with why he's...
Hello?
Hey!
Yeah, I have no clue what the computer was doing. I was going to try rebooting, then I decided to try refreshing the page before I rebooted the whole system.
Well, it works.
Yeah. My computer has been very squirrely today.
By the way, John,
Yes.
one of the unlockable characters is the Great Fairy
Okay.
from Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
And if you're asking which one, yes.
So I assume the others are just alternate costumes then.
No.
Oh, you play as all four of them?
All of them at once, yes.
Okay then.
Yeah. And one of your weak point gauge attacks is the horse god. Literally all of them.
Wow.
It's kind of amazing because they all have different individual voice actors. And I want to know who these ladies are, or if they're guys doing woman impressions, because they were on point. And secondly, yeah, it was just kind of hilarious because how they fight is you're effectively controlling a great fairy fountain that's just floating, that's just sort of sliding across the battlefield. And then one of the four will be poking their bodies out. All right. Then you just...
You know what occurred to me after last session?
What's that?
I'm in Imperial armor.
Yes, you are.
On Mandalore, after the Mandalorians have rebelled against the Empire.
Yes, you are.
You're...
Yeah, we might have a small problem.
So you're fucked.
Well, if your character thinks of it, then just tell him then just have him go, Kalani, carry me, make it look convincing, and I just go, okay.
I mean, that probably wouldn't help. I mean,
knock your lights out.
Not even the same galaxy.
Yeah.
I just imagine Varut walking along and then sees his armor, and Visor's like just freezes mid-step and he's like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Guys, we might have a small problem.
Yeah. Oh, and having played Von Boris today, I realized just how overpowered destructive it is. And then I thought, you know what? even if we did get it in the game, Kalani's not the kind of character for wanton destruction. So the needless collateral damage that Naboris would do would actually make her the best pilot for it, because she would be like, yeah, I'm only going to use this if we really need it and have no choice in the matter.
So like the exact opposite of what
what Juno does with her
doing.
fat man. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
if we
yeah,
want
and,
that
John?
destruction, we could just get ourselves on an AT.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, too heavy.
I'm gonna have to say, if I had to pick between Naboris and an AT-AT, I'm gonna say it right now, it'd have to be Naboris, having just played all 4 Divine Beasts.
Well, I mean, we don't kind of get access to that on Mandalore or anywhere in Star Wars, so
Yeah. But here's where the control schemes come in, and I would like to point out, this is why Naboris is apparently the superior divine beast, period. Like, I'm not even kidding. In game, you play all the divine beasts. You got Ruta, who's an elephant. She controls like an AT-AT with missile pods. She has like 0 turn rate. And then Von Meadow is, hey, heard of orbital bombardment?
Oh, it's a favorite.
Rudanya, for some reason, is like, I want to be a sumo wrestler, but I also want to be the size of a mountain. and then Naboris is, fuck you, I'm Zeus. just that's it. There's literally Naboris can turn on a dime, I would like to add. None of the other divine beasts, every other divine beast has like a turn rate of 0.5.
Change, please don't mess up my stuff. You guys still there?
Than an AT-AT could, but it can launch lightning just pretty much endlessly. And that's not even bringing up the laser pointer of doom.
All right, well, let's get
the
going
guardian,
here now. Let's get going.
The passive beam is just drag it. Got it.
Yeah, let's get going here now that we're all in the thing. Everyone needs to get into the roll 20, obviously.
Yeah, sorry.
There's not going to be a lot
out of my system.
There's not going to be a lot in roll 20 today. It'll be a lot. It'll be more theater of the mind and roleplay encounters, but nothing. There aren't going to be.
Yeah, we still use roll 20 to roll dice, so I'm still logged in.
That too, yeah.
Yeah.
But there's only going to be 2 battle maps, and neither of them are true combat, so.
That's fine by me.
Yep, all right then.
Ooh, I need to. Oh man.
All right, so where we last left off, you guys were on.
Varut was literally running towards the capital of Mandalore and said nothing.
Quickly, being like,
You were
yeah,
on-
finally, a civilized system.
Yeah, you were on Mandalore, just outside of the capital city of Sundari.
Well, they renamed it.
Yeah.
They renamed it.
What I remember was he specifically just yelled, "Yes!" and then started running towards the nearest structure. While the rest of us
started rolling.
That's what I remember, at least.
I was not running. I was walking most speedily.
So I'm sorry. Are you telling me I'm not running? I'm power walking.
So no.
Now I'm just picturing a power walking
as fast as you can with the U-web on your back.
Now I'm just got the visual of a power walking death trooper in my head.
With a U-web on his back.
Yeah.
So anyways, as like we get closer, wait a second. So since we're not in the city, is it possible for the data pad to connect to all that, or no? Because we're not in the city. We're in the middle of nowhere.
As you get closer to it, it will be.
Okay. My clothes begin in range, and I start going through, and I was like, wait a second. I sort of look at my chest plate, and I stop mid-stride, and like, guys,
Is
we
there a
may
problem?
have a small problem.
What is it?
I think I forgot to mention that a few months ago, actually probably several months ago, the clans led by some of the clans started rebelling against the Empire.
And
I'm in Imperial armor. Well, let's just say this might not be what you would call a friendly welcome.
We
Now,
could
don't you
always
feel
change
bad?
your outfit. If that's okay with you, of course.
I didn't hear what you said, Spencer. What?
We could change your outfit.
You can't see his facial expression because of the helmet, but the way he just turns and glares at you is like, yeah, that's not gonna work.
Should we switch helmets?
I think the entire armor set is the issue.
Oh, okay.
And
Does
all
anyone
that
have
would do
paint?
is make you the Imperial Death Trooper.
Well,
and
I
not
have
you.
paint.
The
We
problem
can paint
is
over it.
I just sort of facepalm and be like, oh, you are not kidding. You do not understand.
No.
Maybe they won't shoot
if
us
we
on
just
sight, considering
lose-
I'm the only one here in Death Trooper armor. But I mean, we might
Perhaps.
just
So maybe they'll
surrounded
Or-
by a bunch
Maybe
of
they'll think you're some
Mandalorians. So just be careful. I just sort of put the blaster away and in a sheath on my hip because I mean,
Can't
I
you
guess
just
beskar.
Maybe-
is-
can't you just lose the armor and just go like
Perhaps.
butt naked?
Well, perhaps if we get
Well, if
lucky.
we run into one of my clansmen, then I can talk to them, but just be prepared for not the friendliest greetings.
Do they know that you are an Imperial?
My family does, so Clan Ordo does, and it's more like it's kind of obvious with the uniform.
All right.
Yeah, lose the armor. I think you should be good.
Maybe a cloak. Actually, just put a cloak over it. It should be fine.
I just shake my head and just mutter something under my breath and resume walking
I'm
towards.
just gonna.
Andari.
So you haven't done anything?
No, I was just warning you about the
All right. I'm just-
potential hostilities.
Wait, hold up. I have a method. Okay. Griswold is going to go into the magical bag of tricks and then
Okay.
basically pulls out this greenish light cloak. Essentially, I'm going to cast invisibility on you.
I mean, I could do that myself if I want. I have that spell prepared. I have it. Oh, it could last up to an hour. Who knows? Also, none of you speak Mandalorian. None of you can read Basic. None of you are even from this galaxy, so you kind of need me to point you where to go to communicate with the locals.
Nah, don't worry. Just a whisper in my ear and it should be fine.
I sort of scoff and keep on walking.
We could say that I could put the
need to
bomb
read the
collar
data
on you.
pad to see what news has happened since I was, last year.
I have a bunch of scale mail you could borrow.
Other than what you already know about in regards to the Mandalorian Rebellion, nothing particularly.
Oh, sweet! They just announced lottery numbers. Didn't win.
All right.
Sorry.
For some reason, I was just picturing like Kalani holding up the newspaper that we got from Eberron.
Yeah. No, I was picturing Varut looking at the data pad and then going, "Sweet lottery," and then just sighing that he didn't win.
I assume there's nothing on there from my former team because they presume I'm dead.
No, there is not.
I guess we'll just waddle our way towards the city.
Well, if we're lucky, maybe they'll think you only are using the armor.
Ha! Ew.
You do realize that that your team would not, if I am to assume your empire correctly, you're bound to be wearing similar armor sets, yes?
Yes. Just
Do any of us look like we even remotely belong near you?
I mean, this is
I kind of do. Do I?
No, not
No.
more like a.
I'm just another weird alien
more like
species,
that of a
so probably.
or something.
You're just another weird alien species.
And then Kalani's just like, what
Who
happened to
put
you?
armor on a Wookiee?
Yeah.
Wookiee needed armor?
What, you never seen a rare hairless Wookiee before?
Kind
Oh
of
my
sit down to me as they've been doing to you.
A rare hairless Wookiee.
Okay,
Is that
so-
true? Would Kalani be assumed to be a Wookiee, or would she be
I
assumed to be a
don't know.
Lasat?
There's more
I have
species
no
than you think that
idea
are.
because I mean,
As soon as like Kalani speaks, it'll become apparent that she's not a Wookiee.
yeah,
Yeah,
Also,
so they'd probably then be like, oh, so it's a Lasat, okay.
Feet are shaped wrong for a Lasat.
Yeah.
also they're probably covered, in steel boots.
Yeah. Yeah, but that doesn't change the fact that Lasat basically got giant hand feet,
Yeah, it's
and
true.
they stand on their tippy toes.
That's true.
It's true.
They also got digigrade legs, and I most certainly don't have that.
That's true as well.
None of us do.
Yeah.
Carl does, but that's because Carl's a dog.
Our space bear.
I'm wondering what they're even gonna think that thing is.
I don't
Probably
know
just-
because
I could
I
just say,
defend the nerve.
I got stuck out beyond the unknown regions and came across these.
Look at them people running around with their genetic experiments.
They'll probably just assume it's some weird alien species.
Yeah.
I mean, surely, with enough worlds there are in the galaxy that no one's been to all of them. There are many uncharted systems.
Yeah. Trying to think, there's actually quite a few species that are around my height in Star Wars.
Wookiees,
And roughly the build.
They tall Trandoshans.
They think I'm some heavily armored Trandoshan.
It would either be a Trandoshan or a
Very short
Lasat, because the moment you start speaking, it would be obvious you're not a Wookiee.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be speaking in growls.
Yeah, well,
It's called
Trandoshans
Shriwook.
also speak really growly too.
Yeah,
It's
but
called
I mean,
Shriwook, Brad.
literally,
They can at
it
least
only
speak
speaks in very
basic.
growling barks. A Trandoshan just has a bit of a growly, grovelly voice.
I'm trying to remember how tall a Utapauan is. Same species as the Grand Inquisitor.
Yeah.
So
Like I remember thinking he was pretty short, but then because the ones that showed up in the third movie looked pretty tall.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not Kaminoan tall, obviously.
Oh,
Or wait, am I? Regardless, my neck's not long enough.
Yeah, you might have the physical height, but not the proportion.
Whatever, they'll figure it out.
Yeah, so that's probably actually the closest thing to what you are is a Powan.
Yeah, maybe.
Come on, Wikipedia, load the page.
Either that or somebody's just going to think I'm a droid.
Average height 1.9 meters, so do the maths.
1.9 meters for an
Nice.
Utapauan?
So
That's
like 8 feet
actually
tall.
roughly human height.
yeah.
Hmm.
That's,
Wait.
I'm pretty
what,
sure
like-
in meters,
that's what, like
my
6.5
character
feet?
would be 2.5 or something like that.
Yeah, so in so that's 6.2 feet is 1.9. So you're what 8 foot something?
Yeah, I'm 8 something.
English to metric feet to meters. Yeah, it's 2.43.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they'll think I'm some kind of security droid.
Clank, clank. Oh, don't mind her. It's just, a modified KX series. Heavily modified. You do so from Rogue One.
Oh yeah, no, I know what you're talking about, but that'd be Kalani's reaction. What?
On what I think.
Oh my god. No, you know what? Totally. If you put like even a real restraining bolt on me, it wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
And they just assume I'm a droid.
Well, I mean, there was a super tactical droid in Clone War called Kalani.
Yeah. Not only that, but my build actually reminds me of those Dark Trooper security droids.
Yeah.
You know, the ones that are basically stormtrooper droids.
Yeah, I know what they are.
Yeah.
You hear the news about Dark
They
Troopers?
showed up in Rebels.
You hear the news about Dark Troopers, by the way?
Are they phasing them out?
There's a version of them.
They're
in-
back.
Yeah, there's a version.
Oh, okay.
Are they like
wait.
full on back, or
Yeah.
are they like just, or is it
Yeah.
just the ones from Rebels? Because I remember the ones from
There weren't any
Rebels.
Dark Troopers in Rebels, but there are Dark Troopers in Mandalorian.
Oh,
Watch the new episode.
There are three
I have to
phases of
study.
Dark Trooper?
yeah. There's Phase 1, which was basically light on armor and had a shield and gun. There was Phase 2, which had I don't remember what all the differences were for the Phase 2, but it was a little better than the Phase 1. And the Phase 3 was heavily armored, could fly, and just had a
These-
bunch of neat gizmos.
These that we see are most closely resemble Phase 1s. And the descriptive subtitles, the descriptive audio, directly refers to them as Dark Troopers. So
Nice. Meanwhile, the ones from Rebels more resembled the Phase 3.
I don't remember Dark Troopers in Rebels.
They were just basically whenever they were on a Imperial ship that was run by droids, there was this sort of big, bulky stormtrooper looking droid.
Okay, I don't remember that.
Yeah, they were never referred to as Death Troopers. They were referred to as Dark Troopers. They were referred to as they were just called like a security droid, an Empire security droid or something like that.
Imperial
Death troopers, just like zombies.
I don't know. Death Troopers are what I am. They're the black armored stormtroopers.
Oh, right.
who can
Never
actually
mind.
hit things.
Sorry.
Yeah, no.
I was thinking
No,
about the
no,
different
our boy is a
troopers.
Death Trooper.
But
Yeah,
Death
they're like the
Troopers
CIA
are kind of like
of-
Death Troopers are kind of like Phase 0
But
Dark Troopers.
I just
Yeah.
know that
Tree.
there's like stormtroopers that are like zombies.
Yeah.
Yes, they're
Yeah.
called Undead
Yeah.
Troopers, I do believe.
Oh, okay. I got that mixed up.
Or, they were just called zombies.
Or Zombie Troopers or something like that.
Yeah.
They're called.
All I remember is that there was a zombie outbreak on a couple Star Destroyers, and they just blew up both Star Destroyers. They were like, nope, not dealing with that.
Okay, so are we
Anyways, that mini tangent is over now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, it's alright.
Fine.
Yeah. What are you guys doing?
I mean, you said we kept walking.
I had a question.
And
Are
Harvey.
there outpost towers?
What?
Are there outpost towers, and can they see us from this distance?
I assume the people in Sundari can probably see you from that distance, from where you are.
macro
I assume-
binoculars and
I assume they have
standard-
something.
All right. Well, since they haven't shot at us yet, I think we're in the clear.
Look,
I mean,
there
yeah.
appear to be any Mandalorians on jetpacks heading for us.
Nope.
I mean,
Okay.
I mean, as a player, I was just assuming that if stuff went bad, I'd just turn around, knock Varut unconscious, and then just carry him into the city.
Yeah, as you get lost, none of you being able to read basic or Mandoa.
We could try.
No, really, the biggest problem would be, yeah, I'm looking for. Oh, damn! I never asked him what his tribe was.
I guess we gotta take off his helmet and
Ask
The
people.
tribe that is okay with Imperial. There we go.
Take off his helmet. Do you know this man?
Hey, do you know this guy's clan? We're trying to find them. He wanted to talk to him, but things got a little hairy, so I knocked him out.
Wait. Do we know Varut's last name? That
No.
might be easier. No.
Well,
Okay. All right.
That's Captain Ordo, so you can make that assumption.
Okay. Alrighty. So we
Yeah, but
just
at the
gotta
same
take off the helmet.
What, is Juno taking off her helmet?
Yeah, let's take off mine.
You're just like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
for no apparent reason.
I'm just picturing you going, you know what? I could use some sun.
No, the helmet stays on.
I'm keeping mine on because I don't know if we're about to reach a battle or not. Anyways, so I guess we head towards the city.
Yep.
Unless Varut wants to try something special or shadow troopery.
I mean, nothing particularly. The most I could do is, like activate a stealth field generator and completely just disappear from you all. But then you all would be wandering around me like, wait, where'd he go? Hey, got it, we need to shoot this down. Anyways, on to the city.
Yes.
Alrighty, so
To be clear, I actually have no idea how we get into these cities from ground
I
level.
don't know either.
I mean, presumably there's some sort of city gate or something.
I assume there's like at least like a door,
Yeah,
like a
And
maintenance door or something.
I would
Or
assume
just-
it would be like a decent sized gate.
Yeah, for
So-
speeders and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess approach one of those.
Yeah.
Does it do anything, or
The gate
Is there
is
Is there like a guard at the gate?
not a guard like directly stopping anyone from going in, but there do appear to be like guards stationed nearby to make sure that you know what I mean.
okay? I thought I was gonna have to walk up to the thing and just
unloading cargo, astro droids, whatever.
Yeah.
What was it, John?
Yeah.
Okay, so I approach. I guess the. Actually, no. Is there anything impeding our walking into the city?
There is not.
Okay, I just walk in.
The guards are watching you, but they're not like trying to stop you, and they are giving you dirty looks.
I wave to them.
I sort of give a half salute.
They're not really giving dirty looks to Griswold. They're giving dirty looks to Varut. They
Oh,
don't really care about the rest of you. They really
they
don't like
They
him.
really don't care for the Death Trooper, though.
sorry.
like it's just the funny image of Varut, the most normal looking guy here walking in. They're all just looking at him like I swear to God, you try anything. And they're looking at you like, I swear to God, you try anything. And then they look at the rest of us and how weird we are, and they're just like, have a pleasant day.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, so do we make our way into the city?
Yes.
Okay. I assume there are like information kiosks scattered throughout.
Sure.
Okay, I'll approach one and I'll type a whole bunch of characters that no one here understands. I'm basically just looking for where on the map the headquarters or main building or whatever you want to say for Clan Ordo is.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to find it.
Okay. Then I just literally like this way, and then I lead them off in the direction.
All right. So
I just double checked my alphabet. No, the O in my language does not remotely resemble the O in your language.
In basic or in Mandawa? I have no clue what script Mandawa. If they use like English
really
characters.
either, I imagine.
Characters.
Really, either, I imagine, because the O in the Gerudo alphabet look almost. It reminds me of the of that symbol that you put before a music sheet.
It looks like a treble clef.
Yes,
or a bass clef.
It kind of looks like that.
Yeah.
Funny.
Arabish O's look like trapezoids.
Yeah, or they just look like an O if you drew it wrong.
That's true.
Anyways,
So, yeah, is there anything you want to do while you're walking?
No.
so he was looking up. He was looking up information. What did he get?
He
I was
found out
looking
the
up-
location of Clan Ordo's headquarters building.
Okay, well then I
Base,
don't see why we
whatever,
should head
whatever
that
term
way.
you want to apply for it.
What?
Like whatever term you want to apply for, base, house, mansion, whatever word.
Manor would
Building.
probably be the correct term.
Manor. There we go. That's the one I'm looking for.
I'm just gonna go with apartment.
I mean, it's for a clan. It's probably a bit bigger than an apartment.
Yeah.
But just blindly following without even asking where we're going.
yeah,
How's that character?
yeah. So you just started heading in another direction. You didn't say anything.
Just like this way, and I'm pointing the direction I head off in.
Yeah. I'm just. So this is where you're from.
This planet. Yes, this is the capital city, Sundari.
I see. I'm just looking at all the technology flying all over the place.
All the speeders.
All the stuff that's just normal day for him, but I'm just I'm just kind of looking around at all of it. So what are those flying around?
Oh, those are speeders. Buses, public transportation, personal transportation, cargo.
Barada speeder.
I see. What are those little things? I see them all over the place, but no one seems to notice them.
Or what little thing?
I point at an astromech.
Oh, that's an astrodroid. They're mechanics and serve as navigation droids.
Okay.
Are there any
And
gonk
what's a
droids
droid?
around?
How do I say? It's a robot. So it's like how do I say?
Yeah, you're like it's a robot, and then I'm like, you're just
Actually,
like it's a robot. And I'm like,
Kalani would
that doesn't
probably,
help.
Kalani would probably know what a robot is because she's from the Sheikah Golden Age.
Yeah. I mean, true enough.
There
is
were
true.
gonk droids down in the hangar area that you entered through.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed them.
And I'm just like, what were those boxes on legs? Were those transporting things?
Those are gunk droids. They're like mobile power units.
Look like
Oh,
walking trash cans.
This is the most derpiest little thing I've ever seen. Can I have one?
No, what on earth would you gunk droids? Why is this slow?
I want one too. Let's get one.
We need a retinue of them.
Yes. And a mouse droid if we could find one.
It shall
Personally,
be a noble steed.
We got a droid. It should be a KX series security droid.
No, a
That
gonk
sounds
droid.
expensive. It sounds like it's going to kill us.
A gonk droid looks
Fine.
harmless. Yes,
They would take
exactly.
orders from me. I'm a captain. As I just
That's why we should get one.
Cauldron.
It won't
I
blow
mean-
us up.
I mean, not going to lie, the last time that humans tried to create AI, it blew the Imperium into two separate parts.
This is I would like to point out that even though Kalani would have a reference for robots, none of the droids here would immediately make her think of that because, well, I mean, there is literally no droid that would be immediately visible here that is even remotely close to the smallest Guardian model that she would have been aware of.
No, there's a spider droid walking around. Did you know that? There's
What?
No, I'm joking.
Yeah. I was about to say, are you seriously saying that there's a construction zone right now? Actually, John, do you know about the construction droid?
Yes, I know about what the construction droid is.
Yeah, the giant one that just reassembles buildings without taking them down first.
Big enough to land a YT-1300 on the back.
Yeah, it is. Those things are huge. That'd be jaw-dropping.
I see any deactivated dumb droids anywhere?
What?
Do I see any deactivated dumb droids?
Dumb droids?
Yeah, the one where you like push the button on the nose.
Pit droid.
Oh.
Pit
No, you
About
do
the
not
dumb
see
series
any.
pit droid.
No, you do not see any deactivated pit droids in the city proper.
Yeah, they would probably.
I don't want to activate them.
I can't even think of a single reason for there to be a dumb series pit droid on this planet.
There
No,
would
I
probably
just-
be some in the hangars working on.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
The hangers.
Maybe, but you'd have to remember that'd have to be a really, really cheap hangar to be employing dumb series.
Maybe
Yeah, but
in a corner.
I mean,
maybe.
because one thing that people forget about them is that they're basically bargain bin dollar store droids.
So you're saying we can afford one?
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
I only have like 6 credits, so
Let's go to the pawn shop. See what I can get.
How much do you think demon linens can sell for?
How much for this one?
How about bottle caps?
Uh,
Can I use those here?
I don't think
put those in the recycling bin, you psychopath.
So that's why we should get a gonk droid.
Yeah, no,
put, like-
I just imagine that's what the shopkeeper tells you when you try to sell him your caps. Those go in the recycle bin, you psychopath.
Will you pay us to put them in a recycling bin?
Yeah.
no.
Get paid to recycle.
Anyways, so I'm assuming we're just having all these conversations. I'm trying to even remotely grasp the concept of this city. Also, the buildings are huge.
yeah.
Like they're just huge. Like,
Rick sort of looks at
one of them
like,
skyscrapers alone completely
you need to
dwarfs.
see a Star Destroyer, and you need to see Coruscant. Sorry, Imperial Center. They renamed that.
Oh,
Many years ago. That's right.
Do you know Coruscant is actually a word? In
I did
English,
not.
it
I did
means
not know that.
glittering and radiant.
Oh, that's
That
why it's
makes
called
sense.
Coruscant. Yeah.
That makes sense. They would be pompous enough to name their planet that.
I mean, this is true.
I mean, considering that, that's what it is on the top, but then you look even
Yeah.
one level below, and it's no.
Okay, so does anything happen while we're traveling to the Ordo residence manor? That's the word I'm looking for.
Not particularly, just a lot of, plenty of dirty looks at Varut, plenty of bewildered looks at everyone else.
Yeah, I'm curious. Are we running into nothing but Mandalorians, or are we running into, or is this like, are there various species?
Primarily Mandalorians, but occasionally, you'll see a person of a different species.
Okay. Like, just kind of while passing by an Ithorian, just kind of casually try to figure out how the heck that thing works. I mean, they have the weirdest head in Star Wars.
Yeah.
They did.
It's like, I want to be a snail, but with a bone structure. Like, my skull's legit shaped like this. I don't understand those things. Also, 4 throats.
Yeah.
But anyways, so we make it to the place, I assume.
It's a respectably large manor, so
Are there
Are we
Mandalorian?
talking Hyrule Castle kind of respectable, or?
a bit smaller than Hyrule Castle, but still
Okay.
pretty good.
Not
size.
that Kalani has a real reference for that, because I actually have no reason to believe that she would have ever physically been to Hyrule Castle for any reason.
Yeah.
So are there any Mandalorian guards on the outside, or is it just, a gate door?
Yes, there are guards.
Okay, I'll walk up, I'll just take off my
Who
helmet.
goes there?
In Mandalore to him, I will tell him, I am Varut. I am here to see my father Tan. I have not been here in many years, however. In Mandalore.
Alright.
I'm
He will
just going to turn around. Did anyone catch what he just said?
let's see here.
You might have caught his name because names tend to be intransitive, but that's probably the only.
Yeah.
So, I'm trying to think of what to do here. Let's see here. What proof do I have that you are who you say you are?
Take off my right gauntlet and my glove and be like, you want a DNA test?
Wait, what?
So I took off basically my right gauntlet and glove, and my hand is open.
Yeah.
I'll be like, do you want a DNA test? I also pull up on the data pad my own personnel file. It has my full name and planet of origin.
Alright. He inspects the file. Kind of narrows his eyes and looks at the file and looks at your gauntlet.
I took it off so my hand would be open in case. My
Yeah,
beskar
he's
one.
specifically looking at your gauntlet because it's made of beskar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My left gauntlet.
Very well. Your father is not here currently, but you may. But your mother and siblings are.
Yeah.
Oh, you have siblings?
Are they speaking in Mando entirely? Or?
They are speaking in Mandalore, yes.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, so no. So we're just sitting here like thinking. It's just like I'm just like lean over. Am I the only one who thinks this might not be going well?
Very well. I will. It'll be good to see them.
Alright. He opens the gate.
I put my glove and gauntlet back.
You got
my gauntlet back on my right hand, but I keep my helmet off.
Okay.
And I sort of motion to two of my comrades and be like, "Come."
All right then.
Oh, that worked? Okay, good. This is good, as I follow Varut. I'm assuming they're not paying us much mind now.
No, not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
I approach like the door. Wait, so was it just an outer gate, or was that actually like the main door that they opened? Was open?
They just opened the outer gate.
Okay, so then I'll walk up to the main door and just knock.
Alright. Are butlers a thing in Mandalorian society?
I have no idea.
Maybe.
Probably butler droids?
I mean, there would either be a servant droid, or there would be, or there would be like a basically lower ranked Mando.
Probably.
So I guess a servant droid will open the door.
I'm curious, what series? Is it the Tiny Bunny one? Or is
No.
it like a proper protocol droid?
It's a protocol droid.
All right, cool.
And he... Let's see here. Let's see if the protocol droid recognizes you. Have it make... Sure.
How many years has it been since you've been home?
You don't just have to sit back and think. Well, I've been deployed. Years, and I was the 17. He's just sitting there, thinking out loud, doing
Take into
math.
account.
It's been quite a while.
Yeah, and take into account the potential that this droid has had its memory wiped.
Yeah. However, the droid does recognize you. It obviously, it looks a bit surprised, like the way it moves.
As far as droids can.
Just picture the way 3PO looks surprised when he sees someone in the room, and there you go.
Yeah. Yep. Picture that. And he says, "Young Master Ordo, you have returned finally."
Yes. Oh, what's the droid's name? In character I would know this, but out of character I have no idea.
Let's go with TK428.
All right, there we go. TK428. I was gonna have him roll some random numbers to find it, but
Yeah. No.
TK420.
Yes, it has been quite a while, TK. But I am here on business. Tell me, where is my sister and brother and mother?
follow me.
I just want to be clear.
I'll take you to them.
Is the droid speaking common or?
The droid is speaking common, yes.
All right, cool.
Basic.
Good.
But like I said, like usual. I'm
Yeah.
lumping in that.
You can't see it, but I did air quotes when I said basic.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, if we said what common or basic, what common was, and had to list it all off, what it technically applied to, we'd be here all day, and I don't want to do that.
Yep.
Got to sleep at some point.
All right, so yeah, the droid takes you through the manor, and you come across. I actually don't know if Mandalore as a whole would Mandalore as a whole probably wouldn't be totally free of the Empire by this point.
Probably not. I mean, it's
partially, yes.
I mean, because I think if unless I'm horribly mistaken, I think Mandalorian liberation from the Empire didn't happen till like at least closer to the time of the second Death Star, if not after that was destroyed.
It started before the Battle of Yavin when Clan Ren and Clan Kreese led all the other clans to start the rebellion, but
yeah.
But
But
it
at
was
the
probably
same
an
time,
ongoing process.
And I'm going to
Yeah, but
be,
at the same
I'm
time,
going to
they
be,
wanted
let's
to-
just say I'm going to be modifying the actual storyline a little bit.
Oh,
But
Why?
it still wouldn't
mean,
be quite
Are we going
fully...
off of old canon lore?
No, we are not going with old canon lore either. We're going with head canon.
like modifying what has happened or what will
Modifying
happen?
what will happen.
Okay.
I
Well, I
mean,
mean-
'cause- I mean, it makes sense to me because it's safe to assume that the Empire had a death grip on Mandalore and wanted to keep it.
So he takes you into a room with a table. Your mother and siblings are around the table. There's a holographic map of the planet.
Yeah.
It appears to be some sort of war room.
Mm-hmm.
They probably hear me before they see the droid.
Clang,
Yeah.
clang, clang.
They hear
clang.
clanking noises.
He's being unusually loud today.
Why is the floor made of metal?
And they look out at the area and out the door as you approach, and the droid comes up. Great news! Young Master Ordo has finally returned, and you step into the room.
Hello, dear.
Yeah, we'll let him step in first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your siblings are a little bit... They're not exactly excited to see you, because they kind of think of you as a bit of a traitor.
They're all in beskar. I'm the black sheep in Plastoid.
However, your mother is overjoyed to see you.
So after, typical family greetings and things, I'm like, well, I should probably explain all that.
Gesturing towards us, I presume.
Yeah,
Wave
like,
politely.
okay,
Yes.
so how do I say this? Okay. Some weeks back, I was with my unit. We were chasing down some droid, and then, they all, quote, and I air quote, got orders from up ahead and left me on the fucking planet.
We got a
A bunch of Mandalorian curses.
we got a note. We heard you had died.
Yes. That droid, I swear, it shot me. And then all of a sudden I woke up in this, so how do I say it? Well, for lack of a better word, it was a palace, shall we say. And if I told you what happened after that, well, you'd probably think I was high on spice or something. But the short version is, this whole bunch, I've been sort of working with, trying to
Hold
track
up.
down.
Is there anything like on the table?
Yes, there is a holographic projector that is projecting a map of the planet, some papers, or not papers, but some like the tablet thingies.
Griswold is going to cast Mage Hand to see if he can grab one of the things.
I kind of might need a ship.
I'm looking at a.
We're looking for a kyber crystal.
What do you need a kyber crystal for?
I pull out my own holoprojector and start displaying things that we've seen. Well, you see, there's this beast on another. I want to say planet, but it's a bit more complicated than that. We're trying to assemble a device that could stop it. Kyber crystal is one of the components. Also, do you happen to know where my former team is? I need to get some answers out of those traitors.
I do not know where they would be. And your brother kind of harumphs. Typical. We haven't seen him for years, and all of a sudden he shows up wanting our help.
Fenris.
I'm gonna turn to him. I'm gonna turn to him. I'm assuming you left on a bad note.
Well, I mentioned the revolution.
Once or twice.
Yeah. Also, let's see here. So, a long time ago, I joined the Imperial Academy on a different planet. And I was in the Stormtroopers. Then, after a whole bunch of nonsense with incompetent fools, Grand Admiral Thrawn transferred me to the Death Troopers, which is, a classified assignment. So,
I'm just sitting there, arms crossed, fingers tapping, while waiting for him to just just give it to me straight. He's seeing what I can do. He knows better than to mess with this character.
I'm like, oh. I was like, and I pointed in front of my family. I was like, that's Kalani. That's Juno, and the crazy one is Griswold. No, I turned back to my family. I pointed out, this is my brother Fenris, this is my sister, my twin sister Akia, and my mother Shah.
I assume you've been the one keeping my son alive throughout all of whatever you've been doing.
Relatively, yes.
You could put it that way, yeah.
More like I've been keeping them alive over the for Kalani. And they sort of get themselves into dangerous situations doing stupid things.
I call that luck, though.
Hmm.
I could have blown us up. But
I
I
just sort of
didn't.
glare at Griswold and be like, remember what happened with the monkeys?
I mean, hey, that was only partly my fault.
I won't ask.
Oh, it
But
was
before you leave, there's something we need to do. You left before we could ever do your grand trial.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Grand trial?
Mandalorian tradition.
Did you do something illegal that we need to know about?
Oh, no. Nothing like that, you fool.
Is it something like what I went through to get this? And I pound my fist against my chest plate.
Probably. Although I'm not sure exactly what you do for that.
His mother will speak up. It's something of a coming of age trial.
Although recently I have fought an Acklay in single combat and put the thing down.
Impressive.
I pull out the Acklay too and be like, there's a souvenir.
Oh, is that what that spider thing was called?
Yes.
I don't know. Compared to some of the things I've seen, I thought it looked rather adorable.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
not everyone is as big as you are.
Exactly.
You're just tackling everything they see.
As you're talking, you hear footsteps approaching. And your father steps into the room.
And who's this?
Oh,
He starts to speak about what he was doing before he got there, and then he notices Varut. He kind of glares at Varut and says, "So you're finally back."
Yeah, it's a bit of a long story.
And you still
I'm just gonna look between Varut and his dad, and I'm just do we need to leave?
No, this can be done in public.
Wait, this is
I
public?
need to know if my son is still one of us.
I sort of looked down and be like, well, I don't think I have much need of this considering my team supposedly had ordered to leave me behind, which resulted in my death, close quote.
Do you remember our war chat? Vode
Do
on.
you remember?
Pieces of it.
Make a history check.
History.
Or a religion check.
And that's literally the same number, so I mean.
Yeah, I'm just saying you can do either.
14.
Alright. Let's see here. You're able to remember the vast majority of it, but there's a little bit you get wrong. He kind of looks at you closely. Close enough, I suppose. We'll call that the first of your 3 trials. Because I assume that your mother has already started you on your grand trial. She always wanted to do that.
As I was just saying, I recently fought Nackley on another planet. Oh.
You managed to defeat it?
Yes, I killed it in single combat with no assistance from any of my associates here.
Impressive.
I can vouch for him. Witnessed it myself.
2.
I 3.
I believe him.
I pull out the tooth and like, this is one of its teeth that I pulled from its corpse.
I couldn't salvage anything from mine. I blew mine up.
Casually just shoot a glance at the actual skull on my shoulder pad now.
Fenris will step towards you. Well, I still don't quite trust that he isn't going to cheat like the Imperials often do. I say for the second trial we have a match of ancient Mandoa wrestling.
You and me, brother?
That was the
I use
plan.
Mandalorian word for brother, so I use Vod.
Yeah, that was the plan.
Very well.
Meet me in the courtyard when you're ready. And then he leaves the room.
Very well. I'll sort of slide the E-Web off my shoulder and press it to Colin and be like, hold this.
And I'm going to say that in your like what you know of the rules is that the rules, it's basically Greco-Roman wrestling. No armor, no weapons. The first mechanically, I'll just tell you exactly how it works. You both are considered to have the grappler feat. For the purposes of this, the first person to pin their opponent and keep them pinned until the start of their next turn wins the match.
Alright. Okay. So
If he knows exactly who to train with, if he thinks he's not confident,
yeah. So did he say? Wait. So was there like a time, like in an hour, or what did you say again?
When you're ready.
Yeah, when you're ready.
Okay. So
he assumes you'll be coming soon, but
yeah.
you probably have enough time to at least ask Kalani for advice or something like that.
Yeah.
Got any tips in wrestling? You seem to do it quite often.
Kalani, what is your intelligence modifier?
Snaps and things on my
What?
What's your intelligence modifier?
My intelligence modifier is... Wait.
No,
Me or
Kalani's.
My intelligence is a 2, although I will say I have been rolling surprisingly high on that.
I need
for
to know
some
the
reason.
DC for something here. So, as Kalani will give you tips, Varut, you need to make an intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence save. Oh, not double plus.
So I don't need to roll anything, or
You do not need to roll anything. All right, you are able to absorb her knowledge quite well. You will have advantage on all checks made to grapple during the match.
Yeah.
Okay.
oh yeah, and at least one one physical demonstration where I just grab him by the arm and twist him down, and always remember, this works.
Okay, so yeah, so I just walk up to him and be like, okay, so after just saying like, no, hold this.
Yeah, just if you're just like,
here's
a Rocky training montage.
Don't drop them.
do you need to do a few reps before you go in? I'd literally just hand you my axe until you give me 20.
How heavy is your axe? Out of character, how heavy is the axe?
Let me double check
Let's see here.
a feat real quick.
Let's see, the Onslaught axe weighs 30 pounds. You are currently carrying a 90-pound axe.
Yeah.
But for Kalani, it weighs next to nothing, of course.
Oh yeah. So Kalani is using the iron bond.
Yes.
Yep.
The new version.
Yep. That's something new I got.
Yeah,
it's
I
currently a
saw that.
90-pound axe for you.
Which
Yeah,
is
like,
mean.
you're just lying on the floor and be like, "You want me to lift that?"
Yeah, just take it off its holster. Just
Clang.
yeah, I'm just like lie down on that bench. And then just arms up.
Wait, 90 pounds for bench press isn't too much, actually.
Yeah.
Just for bench press. Yeah.
Yeah, still good. It's still a good workout for a train.
I mean, it's heavier than me, the real person, can do, but...
Oh, no, I agree. I would be able to maybe do my 90 pounds if I was doing leg workouts. And bear in mind, that is a considerable maybe.
Yeah. Is there like an athletics check or something you want me to make, or I just do it?
No, you won't need to make an athletics check for that. What is your strength, by the way?
My strength score is 14, so modifier is +2.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah,
after you do that.
Yeah, I'm just checking to make sure I didn't just drop the thing on Varut and he just immediately dropped it on his throat.
Yeah. You do that. You're able to bench the axe just fine.
Then I'll be like, remind me when this is over.
I'm just gonna walk away while he does that. I'm just gonna.
Okay, so yeah, I shed my Death Trooper armor and entrust the 2 thermal detonators I'm carrying to Kalani and be like, don't drop those.
So what did you do with my axe after you were done?
Set it to the side.
Okay, I was just while you were setting it to the side, I just snapped my fingers and it reappears in my hand.
I just sort of rumble and throw my hands to the
and then I sheath it.
Nonsense. Okay, so AC without unarmored is...
AC doesn't
10
matter.
+6.
AC doesn't matter right now.
Yeah. Basically, you got to play like I play. Just grapple nonstop.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
I have no weapons.
So you head out into the courtyard. Your brother is waiting in a circular sand pit about 5 feet across.
All right.
Your family follows you, as does the protocol droid.
Are we permitted to watch?
Yes, you are permitted to watch.
All right. Well, go ahead and do that. I'm wondering, did any of these Star Wars people just see me literally teleport my weapon?
Yes, they did.
Taking down some notes.
But you're a weird enough sight as it is that they're just like, whatever at this point.
Yeah, they're like those people who see legit signs of the Force and say, it's probably just gas.
So yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess I approach the circle with Fenris in it.
Yep. Your father stands to the side. You both know the rules of the game, I assume?
Yes.
Fenris gives a quick nod.
To the death. Wait, what? Oh.
Very well. He holds a hand out flat, and then swings it down and roll initiative, Varut.
+5. 13.
All right, you will go first. So yeah, make an athletics check.
Okay. 19.
Doesn't he get advantage?
Yeah, that's what the 19 is.
All right.
So yeah, you successfully grapple him. Yes, it would require your action to pin. So yeah, one grapple, and the next turn would be pin. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So he's going to attempt to grapple you back.
So that's athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah, so athletics is what do you know? Same rolls again.
All right. He does not successfully grapple you back. Back to your turn.
Okay, I'm going to use so it's use an action, to try and pin him. So I make another grapple check. That's what it says. Okay.
Oh,
20.
Yep, that is technically considered an attack roll because of the grapple.
Nice.
An advantage card.
I'm not going to bother rolling my second roll
Yeah,
because nothing is better
obviously.
than that one.
Yep, and yeah.
What do you mean you rolled a nat 21?
Nat
You
20.
successfully pin him to the ground. He is going to try to break out of your pin, so make another athletics check.
Okay.
Yeah, you successfully keep him pinned. And then it comes by your turn. So yeah, you that's
Pin him harder.
yeah, no, that would be the end of the match because you pinned him until the start of your next turn. Short wrestling match.
Special Forces training for the win! And tips from Kalani.
Yeah, and tips from the grapple master.
Yep. So yeah. Your brother taps out.
Okay. At least I'm going to stand up.
All right.
That was pathetic.
That was easy.
That sight, nothing short of saddened Kalani. Like she's proud of. On one hand, she's proud of Varut, but on the other hand, like his opponent wasn't really a high bar.
Yeah. He
mean,
rolled pretty low, so yeah.
And he doesn't have Spec Forces training, so...
Yeah, well, that doesn't change the fact that I just pictured you like going in with roughly a military build, so nothing too muscle massy, but nothing too skinny either. And then I just picture you go up against some scrawny guy, just pin him
No,
down.
Fenris isn't scrawny. He's about the same build as Varut, but
He's a Mandalorian.
The way he fought tells me otherwise.
yeah, he just rolled like crap.
And also, keep in mind, Varut has Special Forces training, so...
Yeah.
So yeah, he climbs to his
What did
feet.
you just say to me?
He climbs to his feet.
I'll have you know, I graduated top of my class in the Imperial Academy. I have over 300 confirmed kills.
Anyway.
Such a low number, though.
Good work, brother. I didn't expect you to still know all of the same tricks.
This has been fun. I've not had a good sparring match like this in a long time. You fought well.
You fought better.
Like, am I sitting near the mom?
Sure.
All right, I'm just like,
That's my son.
that was it.
Matches are usually pretty short.
My battle against this thing was longer, pointing at the pauldron.
What is that thing, by the way?
It's called a Lionel. If Varut bothered to do whatever the little light picture thing, he
As I walk up, I just you got.
he just pulls up the Lionel.
You got my belt.
Like, right here.
I pull off the hollow projector. I mean this, and I just press a couple buttons, and it's a hollow projection
Of the Lionel?
Well,
We should also have somebody else's size in there.
You win it.
You know, actually, because of how the hollow projectors work, I think what pulls up wouldn't have just been the Lionel's model. It would have been Alani wrestling the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
It would have been basically a gif of that.
Anyways, for our final trial, I suppose we've had a trial of history, we've had a trial of combat. I think a trial of sport would be a good final trial. You and your companions will play your father, your siblings, and I in a game of bolo ball.
Cool.
Of what?
How do we play that?
bolo ball. It is a. I know you aren't from Mandalore. It's a Mandalorian pastime.
I sort of clap my hands together and it's been too long since I've done this.
I imagine that you would be interested in. She gestures at Kalani. It's quite a
What?
physical sport.
So a physical sport.
Yes.
Is that what they said?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was reading something.
So out of character, it's going to be a lot like American football, but there are goals,
Okay.
and there are goals at either end of the field. The goal is to throw the ball into one of the goals. You know, you can tackle, you can do all that sort of stuff.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're having us engage in what might as well be American football, and you have Kalani on his team.
Yes,
This
I know.
seems rather unfair.
I'm aware.
All right. So,
Would I know
there's
anything
gotta be some
about
other
American
rules,
football
because
from?
Mandalorians with jetpacks.
Okay. All right. Well, actually, okay. Right.
American football was invented in 1920, so you'd probably know about it. Yeah.
Oh, lit.
Popular.
I mean, we're not-
Actually, that
now.
wasn't when it was invented. That's when the
Popularity.
NFL was founded. But yeah.
Yeah. No, American football's been around for quite a while.
It's a very American thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially it's most American in the way that the name's completely wrong.
You don't even kick the ball around. You run with your feet.
Yeah, but the thing is that the foot is only involved with your ball, like at
And
the
it's
end of the whole thing,
Yeah.
I think. Whereas
when
the other,
you
whereas
it.
everywhere else, the game they call football literally involves nothing but the ball and your feet.
Yeah.
Unless you like bounce it off your forehead or something like that.
Yeah, but even then, most people just kick.
But yeah. That will.
Okay.
They tell you it'll be in the morning, because it's getting kind of late.
All right.
Yeah.
And just to further prove just how far out of this wheelhouse Kalani is, she's gonna at one point ask Varut if whether or not the protocol droid is just a dude wearing some special armor, or if that's another whatever that word you used was.
It's probably it's a droid. It's a robot.
Okay. Yeah. Like I said, this is just gonna show exactly how far out of Kalani's wheelhouse we are right now.
So whose soul is powering this?
What?
Of course, that's the first question.
It has a battery. It has to plug in at the end of the day.
So,
Or some droids have an internal power supply that doesn't need to be recharged regularly.
That sounds highly illegal.
What? No. You're insane. You are insane, Griswold.
I'm not insane. You are.
Varut, I'm going to be very disappointed in you if you're only realizing this now.
No.
I mean, the only one who
I'm pretty sure we all knew
proved
Griswold
that they aren't
insane
that
a long
insane
time ago.
is
Like what?
Kalani.
What were you saying, Maddie?
I'm just saying that the one that's
Julian.
proved that she isn't the most insane one here is Kalani.
Yeah. So far, Kalani's proven
I'm
to
pretty
be
sure you and I are
sane.
the same ones.
So far, Kalani has proven to be the most sane, which I think is hilarious. Although with everything she's seeing right now, she might as well be going crazy.
All right. So what would you guys like to do?
Are there guest rooms?
Yes.
Can Kalani fit inside the bed?
Probably not, but
I mean,
I'm just looking over the bed this is small.
It's a nice bed.
you're probably not the
I'm
size.
just assuming it's like a twin bed. It's like a twin size bed, and I'm like, And I'm like, this is at least a foot too short.
Before you sleep, that night, Akia asks Varut if she can see the claw,
What?
the acolyte claw.
Oh, it was the tooth. Yeah, sure.
The
I pull it out.
Tooth. Yeah, it was a tooth.
Yeah. I pull yep.
Little.
She looks at it. I'd like to do something with it for you.
Go ahead.
All right, she will take it and then leave. Yeah. Okay.
Just the next morning, I'm just picturing, did everyone sleep comfortably? No.
Well, you know, we're not used to having company the size of a Wookiee, or a or a Trandoshan.
What even is a Wookiee?
How do I say it? Hominoid, about your size, very hairy, very muscular. Can't actually speak real words. They have their own language. It sort of sounds a bit like barks and growls.
Like Carl.
You have a race of Carls?
Like Carl, if Carl was a 7-foot humanoid that could fire a crossbow that like blows up.
This sounds like
All right.
this
So
sounds like the best alien species I've ever heard of.
They live on a planet called Kashyyyk.
Ooh.
yeah, you guys head out that day, and
Yeah, I'm curious as to what the armament requirements are going to be.
also unarmed, but not unarmed, but not necessarily unarmored. But you can.
Yeah. I was wondering whether or not.
So.
You know what? I'm gonna break away armor because this seems like a thing that will need speed.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you could just pass the ball to me, and I'll already be on the other side.
Yeah, that is true.
You head out into the field. The other 4 are already there and waiting for you. And I know they all have the exact same token. Shut up. Yeah, but you were thinking it though. You were thinking it.
I just immediately assumed, oh, they're all wearing this. They're all wearing the same uniform. Of course,
Yeah, they're wearing matching outfits.
We're the. Of course, we're
They're that
Gryffindor
kind of
going up
family.
against Slytherin with their perfect brooms.
The field is grass with a red circular thing in the middle, and a goal at either end, which is what the black rectangles are.
We have not seen grass in a while.
This is true.
I think I've even felt grass in like 200 years.
And I
You
assume
would have when we went to the when we were in Phoenix.
And Venice.
True. That's
Oh, and
true.
Faerun.
I assume
Aaron,
Varut would have told the party the rules of this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, how good do we understand the rules of the game?
I guess make intelligence saves.
All right. Any type of a check or just intelligence?
Intelligence save.
Intelligence
Alright.
saving the throw.
So. $20 plus.
Kalani's like, oh yeah, I got this.
Kalani's like, wait, no, I saw some Hylians play this. I got
Yep.
this.
Juno, you understand pretty well.
Okay.
Okay.
I remember
Alright.
a little bit.
With a nat 20 like that, she's seen this game before.
And Griswold,
16.
you understand the rules pretty well too.
Okay, so out of character, what are the rules?
Well.
Yeah, I don't know jack about
Yeah,
football.
that's true. So the ball will
All right.
appear in
Okay.
the middle.
There are 4 downs. I know that much.
No, that's not how
And
that
after
works.
that-
Nope. Shut up.
Oh.
There's a ball in the middle. It starts in the middle, and then and then your goal is to throw it or run it into these spaces at the ends. So this is the enemy goal. This is your goal, and to prevent the enemy from doing the same with the ball, there's only one ball. You can toss it between each other. You can tackle. You can do all that sort of stuff. Every time someone scores, everyone returns to the same starting positions, and the ball switches sides. Interceptions are a thing.
Alright.
Or you can just like tackle someone and take the ball.
Alright.
So yeah. If you guys are ready, then you can roll initiative.
Are we using enhancement trumps or no?
Wow.
Sure, Carl's the ref. Carl is watching, but he's not in the
Actively participating.
Yes.
That's a point.
That is until Carl out of nowhere sees the ball flying around and goes, ball? And just starts bounding towards it and just cuts down whoever gets in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just like, what is it? No, Carl, down girl, down boy, down. What are you, Carl?
Baby.
Alrighty.
Down baby.
So yeah. Fenris is first on
Baby, no.
is first on the initiative count, so yes, the ball shoots up into the middle, out of a small hatch in the floor. He's gonna run up and grab it. And he is going to stay right there for now. Shah is going to move up to here. Ton to here. And Juno, your turn.
Okay.
This guy currently has a ball.
Hi.
Contest the ball.
Do I want to?
I mean, technically, yes.
Okay, fine. I scoochie up here.
Okay.
And I don't know, tackle him.
Alright, make an athletics check.
Okay, let's see if my athletics is good. It's alright, okay. Oh,
Yeah. You tackle him to the ground. And the ball lands here.
All those training sessions with Kalani paid off.
that's me just watching football.
Alright, Varut, your turn.
Okay. I'm up there.
The ball is on the ground right here, just so you know.
Yeah, that wasn't really within range.
Okay,
Besides,
I'm just
Griswold
letting you know.
can just grab it and run now.
I know, I'm just letting you know.
Oh, Griswold. Okay. Yeah, that's. I'm sure I'll move up.
Okay, that's it.
Oh, Griswold.
Alright,
Alright.
Griswold, your turn.
Fuck. Okay. Actually, hold up. What was that thing? And snap. Shoot. Wait.
Snap to center.
All right. So.
40.
Okay. Yeah. So 40 feet. Oh shoot! Now I'm messing it up. Okay.
Grab the
Yeah.
ball and run.
I'm gonna grab the ball
Alright,
and I'm gonna book it.
alright.
And just wee.
3, 4.
I realize.
I think that's all I can make it because I can't dash because I used my action to pick up the ball.
Okay.
No, wouldn't that be an object interaction?
No, that would be your action to pick up the ball.
Oh, darn.
Action to tackle or action to pick up the ball.
Okay.
So Kalani, your turn.
I think I'm gonna hang back here for now.
Play
Okay.
defense.
Yeah, play defense, because, you know, if the ball ends up over here, let's face it, there's no way they're out tackling me.
Yeah, that's true. Alright.
There we go. That's how you do it.
So it will be Akia's turn now. She will move up and attempt to tackle Griswold.
All right. Acrobatics check.
Yeah, sure.
D20. 27.
All right, you managed to dodge out of the way of her tackle.
Nimbly.
It'll be Fenris now. He's going to stand
you're
up.
gonna
He
get
is going
dogpiled.
to. No, he's going to use his action to try to stop Juno from moving any further forward. So Juno, make a athletics check.
That would definitely be a foul in this game.
What do you mean?
If I, well, I just thought, what if a dude just walked up, tried to stop me from advancing, and I just picked him up and threw him into another dude, and then I was like, yeah, that'd be a foul, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. So yeah, you are unimpeded by him. Shah's turn. She will move up and attempt to tackle Griswold as well.
All right. 1d20 plus 9. 11.
All right.
Probably gonna get something.
She will successfully tackle you to the ground and make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. 20 plus 15.
All right. You managed to hold on to the ball. Yes. So now Tan, he'll move up and he's gonna try and do the same thing to Varut that Fenris tried with Juno. Stop him from moving any further forward. Yeah, Varut, you need to make an athletics or acrobatics check. Yeah.
Fine.
So you will not be able to move past Tan.
Oh, okay.
He is stopping you from moving forward.
So could I move down and then forward?
You could move down, but you couldn't. Well, yeah, I guess you could. But you'd have to move out of his reach in order. You'd have to like go down to here and then move forward.
Oh, okay.
All right. So Juno, your turn.
Where's the ball?
I have the
Griswold
ball at the
currently
moment.
has it.
Okay.
However, I'm currently tackled.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So,
Which is acting like a grappled condition, basically, so your speed is 0. So you'll have to make a athletics check or acrobatics check to try and break out of that.
gonna.
They tackle me. Could I just ignore difficult terrain? Sure.
They tackle you and you just keep walking.
yeah. Just all of them pile on, and I'm just like, no.
Like out of the longest mile.
I would be like, you might as well tackle a Wookiee. I mean, they have the same result.
Longest yard. Like out of the longest yard when they're trying to like tackle the big guy and he just keeps going.
Yeah, I just like I'm picturing like there's one on each leg, and I just keep walking. And there's like 2 on my back. One's trying to get the ball from out of my hand, and I just hold it forward.
All right. So Juno, you're moving up to there. What are you doing?
I'm gonna see if Griswold can just toss me the ball.
Can I toss the ball?
Yes, that will be an athletics check to toss it, and it will be it'll be a check to catch it as well.
Plus. Okay. All right. Okay. So plus.
Okay, so I just want to mention something. This was
What's that?
originally going to be a game of first to 5. That's going to take way too long, so I'm going to change it to just be first to score.
All right.
Otherwise, it's just going to take forever.
Okay.
I have no idea what the difference is, but I'll take your word on that.
We'd have to score 5 times, so they'd have to score 5 times.
But
okay.
in this case, it's just going to be the first person that scores a point wins.
All right. I rolled a 16 to toss to Juno.
And Juno rolled a 13 to catch it. Yeah. Juno, you successfully catch the ball.
Okay. I can't do anything else.
All right. Varut, your turn.
Okay, so you said I had to move down 2
Yep.
to get around him?
Yep.
Okay, so that would be... Okay. Yeah, I'll move to there.
All right.
There's nothing...
And Griswold, by the way, it would have used your reaction to throw the ball. So.
All right.
Let's see here. Bashing would be an action, which means I couldn't tackle anyone this turn.
Yes.
Alright. Yep, that'll be all.
All right, Griswold.
All right. I need to roll the ungrappled. So
Yep.
D20 plus 5.
All right,
13.
you successfully get out.
Holy crap. All right.
She rolled worse.
Okay. It's Juno.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab the ball back from you.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so I'm gonna move here.
And then
Grab the ball.
hand off. Okay, no check for that. All right.
All right, and then yeah, I can make it. Get to
All right.
the goal.
Yep, and you score. And Ton claps, kind of like claps in appreciation. Good work. For the most part, you all worked well as a team. Kalani, that's your name, right? She was a
Yes.
little bit. She was a little bit. She didn't really join in, but I imagine she is far stronger than
I
any of us.
I had full confidence they could handle it.
Also, we kept one back there in case you all got the ball and got over there.
A sound strategy, especially when it's one of her stature.
Yes, yes.
I just pictured, like, I try to throw the ball. The dude tried to take the ball from my hand, and I just throw him with the ball.
Oh, you must be part of the ball now. Here you go.
Regardless, my son, you have passed this. He walks forward and pats you on the shoulder. You have passed your trial with flying colors. I'm
The
quite
game
impressed.
of catch.
Hey.
I believe
just-
we had something in mind. Follow us.
I'm just laughing because his trials were effectively what's our safe word? What's the wrestle with your brother and have a game of catch with your dad.
You can just shut up right now, okay? There is literally no information on coming of age trials for Mandalorians.
Oh no! I understand. I understand. It's just out of context. It just sounds hilarious to me.
Yeah, it does.
I thought there would be a feeling of at least one official word.
You worked with what you had, and I'm happy with the result. That's what I'm saying. Because honestly, Mandalorians are crazy enough. I would believe that would actually be their real trial. Just okay. What's the safety word? I want you to wrestle with your sibling, and you and me, son. We're gonna play a game of catch.
Anyways,
And besides, I was special forces. I've beaten an accolade in single combat. I've already proven myself.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
it was a grand admiral fraud who promoted me to Death Troopers. So,
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
so
Yep.
we head with people. I assume get our equipment.
Yeah, you get your equipment, you follow them, and you enter a room with... Well, it's hard to describe without just straight up telling you what it is.
Okay.
It's some sort of some sort of device that creates a very hot-looking fire and a vat above it. And a suit of armor stands on a stand in the room. It appears to be like a bare silvery metal with black accents. On one pauldron, it has the signet of the clan Ordo, and on the other, a signet resembling an Acklay skull. The helmet is a bucket helmet with a T-shaped visor.
Yeah. And
Left before we could ever finish it.
Ah, yes.
It's time you finally get your armor.
Pat Varut on the back in a way that nearly knocks him on his face.
Oh boy.
Grumble something about Kalani. The rest you can't understand because it's in Mandawa. I assume
Todd chuckles when he hears
Mandalorians
that.
sort of chuckle because they can understand everything I just said.
Yeah, they chuckle when they hear what you say.
I begin. I'll put on the helmet first.
All right.
Too tight.
No, it actually fits perfectly.
And then I just, begin putting on various pieces of beskar. I assume it's beskar.
Yes, it's beskar.
Sorry, I just pictured they were like, you actually grew an inch since we last saw you.
Yeah. And of course, and I made something too. And Akia hands you a dagger made from the Acklay tooth.
Ah, yes. This will be most useful. Thank you.
Mechanically, it will be a kukri.
Okay. Okay, so I just need to write some things down.
I'll wait. Let me know when you're finished.
Beskar. Armor. I'll go ahead and delete Rembrandts because that's basically not just part of the armor.
Yep.
Acklay. Booth. Dagger. Parentheses. Okay. And then I'll do the changes to the AC and so forth in the background while we're doing all this.
All right. And once you finish donning your armor, you have a little bit to talk with your family a little, and then you hear what sounds like a sonic boom coming from outside.
What was that?
And then you hear another one.
Oh, golly.
And another one.
Oh.
No.
And another.
Just your average day.
Any of you have any idea what that is?
I'm used to that sound, so it could be anything.
Wait, how loud is the sonic boom? Do the windows break?
The windows do not break, but it is audible. It's not like deafening, but you definitely do hear it.
All right. Okay. Judging from my book of studies, it could be that it could be that the Imperials are trying to exterminate the planet, but it looks like that's not going to happen because the windows didn't break.
Quick question, John. Does the beskar helmet have the dark vision like the Death Trooper helmet did?
Oh yeah, sure. It has dark vision like the Death Trooper helmet did.
Okay.
And even if it didn't, we could probably argue that you modify the helmet with some of the Death Trooper components.
Yeah.
Yeah, or transfer the software from one helmet to the other.
Yeah.
Effectively.
So yeah,
Okay.
you hear these noises. 5 of them in total. Yeah. What are you doing?
What was that noise?
Go see what it is.
I'm like, what exactly is going on?
Hopefully, it's not
Are you
those filthy
asking that
towel
like
again.
out loud or to your
Yes.
those in the...
Yeah.
I don't know.
In Mandawa, I'd be like, is the battle outside? No, I don't say it like that. I'll be like, how would I say it? Is there a conflict with the Imperials just outside or something?
Not as far as I was aware. He's going to dash out the door. Tan's going to dash out the door, as does the rest of your family.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow them out.
I'll be right
See what's
behind
going on?
Yeah, me too.
All right.
I guess we'll follow because I don't want to stay in the house alone with the
Varut.
robot.
Hanging in low orbit, you see 4 Imperial 2 class Star Destroyers and 1 battle cruiser. It's not an Executor class, but it is bigger than an ISD-2.
Is it like an Allegiance or a Titan?
It's an Allegiance class. It's an Allegiance class battle cruiser.
Oh dear.
And you see several TIE fighters begin to fly down from the ships.
Like, it looks oh dear. Wait,
And I thought Meadow was
question.
big.
If any of the ISDs have a Chimera painted on the bottom?
No.
Okay. It's not the 7th Fleet, then.
No,
This
it is
is
not the
good.
7th Fleet.
This is good news.
It is, however, the 501st.
Actually, no, that would
That's
be
good.
That would be even worse.
That would suck so hard if it was the 501st. I would take my chances with the 7th Fleet.
The other 4 look up at your family looks up at the ships flying down. Whatever you're doing, I don't know what you're doing, but something tells me it's extremely important. We'll buy you some time. There's a gauntlet elsewhere there's a gauntlet that way, and he points and Han points in one direction. We'll buy you time to escape.
I will. I will send a message out to the other clans once I get to the ship.
Yes, you're able to run through the manor, and you find a gauntlet fighter. Kalani does have to duck a little bit to fit inside.
I'm gonna be like,
Wait, what is the gauntlet fighter?
That's the bigger of the 2 Mandalorian fighters.
Yeah, so
Is it that one that
Mandalorian name for it is Komarok?
Yeah.
Is it that one that Maul was using?
Yeah.
Who?
I know.
Yeah, that Maul was using. Yeah, it was the one. Yeah.
All right, yeah.
His
Yeah.
was specifically called the Night Brother, by the way.
Yeah.
So what is this? So what exactly is the? How exactly is this going to help?
We're gonna go up there where the Star Destroyers are, and then we're gonna fly past them
This thing flies.
in space.
I should mention that the ship requires 2 pilots.
Um,
I have
I
experience.
want to fly it. Can I fly?
I'm gonna okay. So briefly, I'm going to. There's what 2 laser cannon emplacements.
There are 4 laser cannon. Well, yeah, there's 2 laser cannon emplacements. Let's say there's 2 of them.
Okay. I'm gonna go on and come with me. I'm gonna briefly show them. Be like, okay, I'm gonna show them very, very as fast as I can how to use them.
Yep.
I'm like, Griswold, come with me. You're gonna help me fly this thing.
They're
I
pretty
have to
simple.
engage
So
breakaway armor to sit in the seat.
yeah, so Kalani and Juno, they're pretty simple. You're able to understand them without any difficulty.
So okay, so I'm having access to a turret right now. Is
Yes,
that
you
it?
have access to a turret right now.
Okay.
And yeah, Griswold and Varut are in the cockpit.
Okay. I just immediately, I hit the button to raise the ramp and I take off.
All right. You begin to fly up towards the ships, towards the capital ships, and you see like
Kalani grips the controls tighter.
you see swarms of TIE fighters, flying down towards the city, and 4 peel off to chase you.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna holler out.
Yeah.
See the H-shaped thing? Not the H-shaped. You see those fighters behind us? Shoot that!
Yeah. What was it? What was our ship called again? Or the model?
A
It's
gauntlet
a
fighter.
Komarok.
It's a gauntlet.
Former arc or gauntlet, either one works. So
let's see here. I have the old stat block you sent me.
I'm trying to get an
and
idea
yes, still
of
use that same stat block.
what my visual is.
I'm just gonna say you have a 360-degree firing arc just to make things easy.
Yeah. I'm just trying to picture like what I'm looking at and how exactly. And is Kalani okay with this?
Yep. So yeah,
because
roll.
she literally just took off in what to her might as well be a brick.
Yeah. So
Flying brick.
so yes, Brad, roll initiative for the gauntlet.
Okay, where is this initiative? Okay, so dex of 0, so that means its initiative modifier is +0, so 17.
All right, the ties are up first.
I mean, they're ties. They're speed
yes.
thing.
They're going to fly up into firing range, and they're all going to fire their cannons at you.
100. One second, I'm getting calculators
Okay.
ready.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna put some things on the map here to use for the ties. We're just gonna
Give a sort of a visual.
We're gonna use these for ties, because why not? We're doing this in Theater of the Mind, just so you know.
Yeah. Okay. What is
Understand.
Kalani the representative of the gauntlet?
No, I'm just putting them here so I can track their HP.
Okay. I mean, those make about as much sense to my character.
Okay. Yeah. They're gonna move up into firing range. I assume you have set up for the Comerc for your
Yep. I have its stat block, and I have a calculator for all HP and a calculator for shield HP.
All right. Miss, hit, miss, miss. So one of them hits.
Okay.
Yeah. That is 5 damage. Which obviously the shield will just immediately regenerate, but you know.
Yep.
Alright, so yeah, your guys' turn now.
Okay. Oh, shield regenerate. I'm going to immediately just, Okay, so are we in Atmo still?
You are still in atmosphere, yes.
Okay, so...
Is there
So
a stat block
don't
that we should be looking
Use
at?
the hyperdrive.
Yeah, no.
For the
Oh.
guys firing their weapon, before you guys fire, Griswold and Varut, you pretty much don't really have to do much. Unless Varut wants to be like evasive maneuvers or something like that. And but for the rest of you, your laser cannons have +5 to hit and deal 4d8 radiant damage.
Yeah, so let's see here. As a ship, can we sprint or we just dash?
Yes, you can. You cannot sprint, but you can dash as a ship. Yes.
Okay, so I'll just dash up. Well, so like across, so away from where the Star Destroyers are in orbit,
Yeah.
but still going up.
All right. So I'll say it will take you about 3 rounds to reach space,
All right.
and then it'll probably take you about 2 rounds to charge the hyperdrive.
All right.
Yeah. So
And I'm gonna holler out, shoot the TIE fighter.
okay. So,
we can get out of here.
so I guess I'll roll a 1d20 plus 5. That's what you said, right?
Yep. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Never
let's go
mind.
with-
You don't hit anyways. So.
Yeah. Just. What?
And Juno, you as
Press
well.
the magic button. It didn't hit anything. What?
Yeah. No, I just see the red light come out, and I'm like, what? Freaked her out.
Wait, am I shooting?
Yes, you're shooting as well.
Yeah.
All right, 1 minute.
Roll d20 plus 5.
Yep.
Hey.
I'm gonna take off my helmet to give myself a better view.
I'm gonna say you do hit the TIE fighter. So roll 4d8.
Okay.
All right. That is absolutely above the mishap threshold.
It's a TIE fighter. I mean,
Yeah.
Um,
Does it accidentally roll into one of the other TIE fighters?
Um,
Love it when
Okay.
that happens. Oh.
Yes, it actually does.
Oh, okay.
Two of the TIE fighters smash together, and they both explode, and their pieces fall to the ground. It seems like you damaged the It seems like you damaged the controls of the TIE fighter, and he couldn't turn. So as they turned to chase you, the TIE fighters smashed into each other.
I'm just like bouncing in my seat. I'm so happy.
All right. The TIE's turn now. They are going to move up. They are going to...
how do I do that?
They're going to continue moving after you and firing their laser cannons. One of them will hit. Okay, negligible damage.
Yeah, if it's less than 30, then it just doesn't happen, basically, because shield regeneration.
Yep.
It's just...
Back to your guys' turn.
Okay.
There's so much going on, it's no wonder Kalani missed.
Full power to engines!
Alright.
Dash again.
Okay, so, attacks.
Alright.
You're shooting again, I assume? Hey!
That hits, yep.
Alright, and then you said that's going to be a...
4d8.
48 radiant damage.
4d8.
Alrighty. Yeah, sure, that'll trigger a mishap. So there is a weapon malfunction. So its guns aren't working anymore.
TIE fighter.
Yeah. I just picture I hit it and I'm just like, that didn't do anything.
Yes.
There's still a thing on the screen, and it's not going away.
Well, I'm assuming I'm just looking out a window.
And a burst. You see like a little bit of fire in the cockpit.
I'm just like, wait. I think something's happening. Meanwhile, the TIE pilot. Oh God!
So Juno, it is your turn. It is your stuff now. Juno.
Do the same thing.
Oh, that's what
Hit the one I didn't hit.
No, that does not hit.
I didn't hit it either, okay?
Alright, so one of them is going to try to repair the thing.
Good luck. It's a TIE fighter.
He's trying to repair it. He's trying to at least put the fire out. He fails.
Oh God! He should probably try to make an emergency landing.
The TIE fighter starts to fly down and like out of the area of combat. The other one is going to continue the chase and continue shooting at you. That's a 28 to hit. Increase the damage here. This one seems to hit a bit harder, so you take 31 damage. I just want there to be some damage. That is not going to trigger a mishap, even though it...
It doesn't have to do 30 hull damage to
do 30 hull damage due to a mishap, yes.
We still have shields up!
Alright, yes, your turn. Your guys' turn.
Okay. Okay, I just doing the shield map. Okay, more out of here.
Yep.
Okay.
Theoretically, you could try to also charge up the hyperdrive while we're leaving.
Well, I imagine there's programming the navigomputer coordinates, and then there's the actual charging of the hyperdrive.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I can get navigomputer coordinates while I'm trying to fly us straight out of here.
Sorry, I'm thinking like an astromech droid.
Yeah.
Where my last Star Wars character literally did nothing during ship combat except just turn on the hyperdrive. I was just like, I'm gonna get everything ready while everyone else fights for our lives.
All right, so yeah.
And we got hit. I go bouncing down the hallways.
Okay, so now you do need to shoot the TIE fighter.
No.
Nope.
How's my audio, by the way? Something
Your-
happened on this end.
Your audio's
It's
just
fine.
fine.
Okay. Okay, because I might have dislodged my USB port.
Yeah, Juno. Yeah, that hits. Alright. Pretty much any damage is going to trigger a mishap on a TIE fighter, because it's a free TIE fighter.
Yeah, it's a TIE fighter.
The TIE fighter. It's lucky if it doesn't get blown to smithereens just on first shot impact.
You
Yeah,
see
yeah.
you see
Advanced or
he's
something
trying
like that.
to. You see the pilot trying desperately to steer. He does not appear to be able to steer right now. So he's just gonna fly straight.
Help! Help!
I'm just gonna move controls slightly to the right.
And yeah, he does not successfully.
In other words, emergency maneuvers.
Yeah, he does not successfully fix the console. So yeah, he is
We'll try
not going.
spinning. That's a cool trick.
He is the TIE fighter just flies off in a straight line and it just flies away.
I'm just picturing he's like, Mayday, hey, I can't steer at all.
The pilot controls for the other pair of, the forward-facing only laser cannons, just blow it out of the sky.
Sure.
Okay. I do the loop around.
You don't need to roll for that.
Okay.
Like it's helpless at this point. So yeah, you successfully fly up out of the atmosphere. Nothing else.
And I see a planet disappearing behind me.
Nothing else
You don't
chases
have any
you.
interdictors, right?
There are no interdictors now.
Okay. Nothing to prevent us from.
As you begin to fly away, the Star Destroyers begin to open fire on the planet's surface.
I don't know if it's going to be like, oh dear. On the combat, we'll say I've already calmed out the thing to the other clans. I'm going to open a comm link to the planet's surface.
Okay.
So this is an exterminatus.
You just hear static.
Curses in Mandalorian. And jamming transmissions.
Or they blew up the communications array.
This is true. Either way,
Do you think we can take on one of these?
I just pushed the lever for is the hyperdrive ready?
The hyperdrive is ready.
I just pushed the lever forward. And so I tell everyone, hold on.
And
All
I
right.
watch. First of all, I'd like to point out during all this, I see the planet leave my feet, and then I see a TIE, and then I take on some TIE fighters, trying to figure out dogfighting aerial combat while also trying to grasp the idea that I'm flying right now.
Pressing red button.
And then I stare off in horror at the Star Destroyers we pass near, and then just see blue streaks of light fly past me as we just disappear into hyperspace.
All right. Yep.
Okay, so Kalani's not okay.
Yeah.
She's just wide-eyed.
And as you're flying, where exactly did you program the Navi computer to go?
I assume I just did an emergency jump out of there.
Okay. Yeah. So it'll just go to whatever the nearest system is.
Well, not necessarily to a system, but like out of system, so it could be just
It'll take you out of system, and then you drop back out of hyperspace.
I'm gonna be like, I'm like, quiet. I sort of have, hands near temples and tense. Like, and I'm muttering a whole bunch of words in Mandawa you can't understand.
Yeah. Kalani hasn't
The world was
moved.
very calm today. Not a single demon incursion. I say that's pretty successful.
I just reach over and backhand Griswold, muttering more things in Mandawa.
Kalani hasn't moved at all.
As you
She's basically traumatized.
I assume that Varut is also dealing with a bit of shock.
Yeah, he's like livid.
As you sit and in contemplation, you hear the comm of the ship crackle, and then you hear a voice. So
Hello?
he does survive. I have an
Do I
offer
recognize
for
him?
you with your search. Meet me on Yavin 4 if you would like to take me up on the offer.
Do I recognize the voice?
It is the voice of the droid that you fought on Yavin 4.
Sort of. Okay, I punch in the coordinates for Yavin hyperdrive over.
Alright. What would you like to do while you're going through hyperspace?
Yeah. I was going to ask, how long does hyperdrive? How long would it take to hyperdrive from Mandalore to?
Probably
to
a
Yavin
couple
4.
hours, maybe. Probably long enough for a
And-
long rest.
I guess I'll
Because
explore the interior of the ship.
Alright.
What do we got?
Kalani still hasn't moved.
The interior, it's a lot like a dropship.
Yeah. So there's a cockpit and a drop bay, basically,
All
and
right.
and the gun turrets.
So we have no quarters. Kind
Then
of
I-
disappointing, but I'm fine with that.
I sort of stand up and be like, well, it's going to take us several hours to get to Yavin. I'm going to call Kalani and Juno out of the turrets and be like, hey, come up in here.
Do you actually come for us, or did you just call from?
I just called out.
Okay.
I mean, it's a fairly small ship. I mean, I could probably shout and you all hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 200 foot long, if you're wondering. That's how long a comrade
Yeah, but
is.
that's the exterior.
I know.
A lot of that's just wing.
Yeah, I
The
know.
interior would be a lot smaller.
I know. Just letting you know. how long it is.
I guess I'll try to find an owner's manual of sorts.
It'll be in Arabic or Mandawa. You won't be able to read it.
Yeah, it's in Mandawa. You have no idea what it says.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I
it's
get out
Wait,
of the
hold on.
turret and sort of just walk over to Varut, wide-eyed, just kind of sort of shuffling. So, just, and I say nothing. I just kind of shuffle up. I'm not wearing a good chunk of my armor right now because I engaged breakaway to sit in the seat.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a while, aren't we?
Yep.
Yeah.
You just see the anger on his face.
All right. I am going to
The
cast.
droid that is the reason why I am here with you all has contacted us. It might help us. We're heading to, well, what I used to know. When last I heard, I was last at this moon. We believe it was a rebel base. Anyways, I don't really care about that anymore. The Empire just bombarded the surface of Mandalore. When we're done with this, we're gonna go back there and destroy every single last one of those bleepity bleep Mandalorian curses and Star Destroyers that we can.
I'm gonna just
Nothing less.
I'm gonna sort of, wide-eyed look over at Carl and then just kind of shuffle over, and then I'm just gonna pick up Carl and hold him like a teddy bear.
Carl's gonna lick your face.
I clearly don't care.
Carl wants love. Give Carl love.
Yeah. I'm clearly just holding the bear as if it were a perch dog.
Carl's gonna continue looking at licking your face.
Just sort of casually kind of pat Carl on the head.
Carl's not smart enough to comprehend all of the bullcrap we just went through.
Yeah, no, I don't think anyone here could fully grasp where, because I imagine Juno's been on at least one airplane in her life. This is just an upgrade from that.
Some stuff on TV.
Yeah, and then you've ridden a Zeppelin, same thing.
But yeah.
Yeah, no, Galani can't comprehend anything that just happened.
What would you guys like to do during this time of rest other than that?
Okay.
Put down
So-
Carl.
All right. Since I can't read anything, I am going to cast Comprehend Languages
All right.
so I can read it.
Okay.
Where is the owner's manual?
Yeah, you can read the owner's manual.
Does this thing
All
have
right.
a manual?
I assume it would have an owner's manual.
Probably just a very large data file on a data pad.
Yeah.
All
Uh,
right.
so-
I guess we'll read through the data file and then
Yeah, you
kind
know
of
how
learn
to-
the specifics about this.
You know how to fly the ship now.
All right.
Okay, after like 3 hours of silence, she's just gonna. I.
We're gonna be like, you all right back there?
No,
Would you like a hug?
Group hug?
I
I'm
just.
down for that.
Group hug?
Do they go for it?
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
going
good.
Alright.
for it.
I just-
I'll net to see if I can get any sense as to where my team might
Hang
have
on,
been
I'm gonna-
deployed in the last couple of weeks.
Hang on, I gotta.
Or if there's anything about rebel activity.
There's
I just. By the way, John, I just rolled basically a bear hug.
okay.
I just rolled a straight strength check.
Okay, yeah, you pick him up in a bear hug.
Yeah. Just I imagine I
Varut?
just kind of, they went in thinking it's going to be friendly, and then I just sort of picked them up and, well, accidentally started crushing them.
Yeah. You you don't have access to any Imperial holonets.
How long have you been gone?
Only a couple of weeks, but did I forget to mention that they left me for dead?
Feel that.
I think you mentioned it at least once.
They switch codes
That's-
frequently, don't they?
You frequently mentioned bombardment from orbit. Is that what that looks like?
Yes. That is exactly what it looks like.
Okay.
I'd expect the whole planet to
Those were
explode.
Class 2 Imperial Star Destroyers, and the big one was an Allegiance battlecruiser.
After a minute, Kalani will just, drop them.
Congratulations, you have just been witness to the Mandalorian Purge.
Yep.
My gosh.
No, Kalani just sort of drops Griswold and Juno. I imagine they sort of drop in a heap, like, oh, thank God I can breathe. just, are you okay, Varut?
It just almost just seems to. Am I okay? Are you seriously asking me this question right now? I'm so.
I'm trying. I think
I'm myself.
I'm still trying to understand things that happened about 3 hours ago. I'm not even sure we left. Where? And she's just looking at the hyperspace going by.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, as I see this, I'll be like, oh, don't stare.
Yeah.
Stare at it directly.
Yeah. Wisdom saving throw. Let's do this. Oh, great.
So for the remainder of this rest, you will be under the effects of the Feeble Mind spell. Your intelligence score is currently considered 1.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. So
after you drop out of hyperspace, it'll end. So yeah.
yeah. So
I sort of facepalm and be like, you would do that, wouldn't you? Stare in the hyperspace.
So yeah, and she's just like, I imagine at some point, like while like this, she just kind of sits brain dead for a minute.
Yep. Well, for a while.
Yeah.
And one other thing, real quick.
Yeah.
Alright.
you will receive one form of indefinite madness.
Madness.
Of course.
What a
All
Is
right,
that a
so it-
thing? Is that
so,
a thing to roll, or
I roll it. You get a flaw is what happens. You get the flaw of I must bend the truth, exaggerate, or outright lie to be interesting to other people.
I don't like that one. That goes completely against my character.
It'll last until
Oh,
it's
shoot, that's the
cured.
exact same thing I
I
have.
believe
It'll last
lesser
until what?
Until it's cured. Let's see, how do you cure it? How do you cure madness? I know there's a way to cure madness. I don't remember what. Oh, here we are.
Yeah.
Calm emotions can suppress it, while a lesser restoration can. Oh no.
It has to be a greater
Has to
restoration.
be
doesn't
greater
it?
restoration.
I don't have that.
I don't have
Give
that
me a
either.
fat second. I think I might have that.
Yeah.
Nope, that's greater invisibility.
It's a 5th level
Yep,
spell.
I can get
I mean, I
greater.
could prepare lesser restoration, but
Just give me a long rest and I can do
Well, you're
something
gonna
about
get
it.
where you have a long rest, so yeah.
Yeah, we have a long rest right now.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Let's see here.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to temporarily Kalani's axe set it down, and I'm going to add on a sonic discharge emitter on the end. Because spell store, I get 11 level artificer can do this. Let's see here. It's a first or second level spell. So Thunder Wave would be a first level. You can cast Thunder Wave 10 times. 10 times. But with no cost unless I use this on another thing before then.
Okay. That's a
All right.
really awesome feature.
Yep.
Okay.
You choose one simple or martial weapon or item that you can use as a spellcasting focus, and you store a spell in it using a first or second level spell, and requires one action to cast.
What are you doing to my weapon?
Upgrade.
Okay.
Spell stays in the object until it's been used a number of times equal to twice your intelligence modifier, which is 10.
So 4.
No, 10.
Oh,
Twice his intelligence modifier, not yours.
okay.
Yeah, twice
Mine would have been 4.
Oh, 2 times 5. So 10.
Okay.
You have 10
Holy.
uses of Thunder Wave. Cast
What other
on
random
from the end of your axe.
So, I've got 10 uses of Thunder Wave. Is that it?
Yep.
What level spell is that?
First.
First.
All right.
I assume
I'll
it
mark
uses.
it on my-
I assume it uses his DC.
Yeah, so that would be DC 17.
So yeah, after a while.
Okay, so
All right, I'm going to do a couple of things. All right. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to continuously use the ritual of comprehend languages, but I'm just going to go through the entire data files and try to get a grasp of what the crap is going on in the galaxy at the moment.
All right. Yeah, you
And that
get.
might spend the entire time.
All right, you get a decent grasp of what's going on in the Star Wars galaxy. And I
Beautiful.
assume you also prepare greater restoration.
Yes.
yeah.
And I'm also going to cast the spell.
You know, I can actually even think of why you'd even do that in the first place. The fact that Kalani just went completely brain dead for a minute made you think, I should probably do something about that.
Yep.
Note to self, don't look through hyperdrive. But that's kind of already Griswold's deal.
Anyone else want to do anything?
I can't do anything. I'm brain dead.
I'm aware.
So wait, not just like the general news or anything like that, despite all the heavy Imperial propaganda.
Well, you can access some news, I guess. But I mean, you hear about a couple of rebel battles, but nothing major.
Any music?
And in other news, Palpatine got reelected.
He's the Emperor, doesn't get elected.
Yeah.
You two have a literal corpse emperor on a somewhere.
What was that?
You two have a literal corpse of an old emperor sitting somewhere doing things.
Actually, you would not see him looking like that wrinkly old man.
Oh,
Yeah, no. Fun fact. There's actually currently in canon, there is no instance where people actually have seen, outside of like people who've met him personally, have actually seen Palpatine look like that wrinkly monster. He basically looks like what he did just before that happened to him, actually.
Ah, gotcha.
Because Imperial propaganda, he makes him. He uses like a hologram or something like that to make himself look more presentable.
Yes, he literally uses a hologram.
Yeah.
That's what he does in the last episode of Rebels.
Yeah.
Grandma looks like Palpatine. It's unsettling.
Please tell me at least once she's gone, no.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh yeah. She's crazy.
No.
You will die.
Oh
Unlimited power.
I don't want to see her on Thanksgiving, but oh well.
So yeah, you drop out of hyperspace over Yavin 4.
Okay.
This brings back so many unpleasant memories.
Am I up and running again?
Yes, you are up and running.
I give Kalani the serum.
All right.
Okay.
That flaw is now gone.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I'm like, what happened? Where are we?
You stare at the hyperdrive.
Yavin 4. It's a moon of Yavin.
Your brain kind of goes a little bit haywire, so you're welcome.
You stared off into hyperspace. Don't
thank
do that
you.
again.
Thank you, Griswold. And
Madness.
that sounds like something you should have told me earlier, Varut.
You were sort of looking at
Hey, he was busy contemplating the loss of his entire family. Give him some slack.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
On one brain cell, okay.
Oh my gosh.
We went through something pretty traumatic and
I still think that Griswold has to be what's left of your brain. That's the only explanation. Griswold existed solely because Juno's dead brain cells traveled to a different universe and
Singular
somehow
brain
coalesced into the being known as Griswold. That's the only way.
Okay, so as they approach the planet, are there any X-wings coming at me like last time, or no?
No, actually, there are not.
Is there any debris in orbit?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty safe to assume they scavenged the remains of that thing because they.
Unless that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
No,
that's
this
possible.
is before the first. This is before the Battle of Yavin.
Because I think the Empire took over Yavin 4 quickly after that.
And also,
Yeah.
this takes place. We already talked about that, Brad. It's before the Battle of Yavin.
Takes place in alternate reality.
Oh yeah, this is true. This is true. I'm an idiot. Well,
Plus,
I
this could
suppose there's
potentially
probably
take place
those
in alternate-
bits and pieces of destroyed X-wing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, hey, look, I remember that.
Oh yeah, I forgot you shut down X-wings. Anyways, but there is no wreckage of the X-wings.
Yeah, oh, whatever. Anyways,
Either we're not on that side of the planet, either it went somewhere else in space, or they retrieved the wreckage because, of course, they did.
I mean,
whatever. Anyways, make my way down to the surface, land in the old spot.
okay.
Make it
Wing up because that's how those
Yep.
fighters land.
fast.
Yep.
Just imagine like Kalani and all them look out and see the wings like literally tilting straight up and are like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, what reason would it? Out of all the questions I have right now, this is the most pertinent of for what reason would those parts need to do that?
Maneuverability. And then they're just sit down and there's just the hiss of ramp lowering.
Yeah, sitting in the like just standing in the clearing. I assume you landed in the same clearing that you.
Yeah.
Yeah, standing in the clearing, the droid is waiting for you.
Like,
So you did
said
come.
you could. Mm-hmm.
Step out with Varut.
Yeah, so I'm on the
There's
outside.
Out behind Kalani.
Oh, thank God, there's Lan.
I imagine Connor runs out and like,
She's basically like, oh, solid land. Thank God.
Holy land.
Oh, scorching sand, solid land at last.
I look over you and I'm like, get up, you fool. A little hyper travel.
He
Hyperspace.
kind of looks to the side and then the droid looks to the side and then looks back at you. My condolences. I did spot some other spacecraft escaping the planet before they began their bombardment.
You were there.
I was. There was nothing I could have done.
Yeah. For ISD2s and an allegiance, there's very little anyone could do about that. Anyways, you said you could help.
I can.
We are
I
looking
can.
for Kyber crystal.
So I heard. I have many ways of gathering information. I can get you to Ilum. I can get you into the mining facility there. But you must do something for me in return.
And that is?
I know you are no friend to the Empire now.
Yes.
Yeah, that
And
tends to be. It's...
so I would like to request that you at least consider joining the Rebel Alliance.
Well, sounds reasonable. But first, my associates and I are on a bit of a task.
Yes, of
Getting very
Time is rather short.
Tell me, do you know where my former team is? I do have some questions for them. Or perhaps you don't know. Who gave the order that led to, well, their fleeing? But you know this, you were here just as I was.
I don't
Somebody's
know.
getting stabbed.
I don't know who gave the order, but I do know where they are stationed. The Empire stationed them on the ice base in Ilum, as far away from here as they could, so that they could keep an eye on them or something.
Lovely.
Seems
we will
like
have some very choice words with them. Now, Kalani, it'll be most beneficial if you could tackle them, but don't kill them. I kind of need them alive to get some information out of them.
interrogation. I understand.
Ooh, torture. I love that.
I'm pretty good at that.
You know, we used to have a mask for that. What was it called again? The all-night mask?
Oh, did it have spikes in it? Those ones are cool.
No. You were
okay.
physically incapable of falling asleep while wearing it.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
We would strap it to their faces and just let them cook for a couple days.
I want
No, that's a real mask in Zelda, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah, no. It's called the all-night mask. You use it in Majora's Mask to listen to Grandma's story. But when you look at it, you realize there's like belts and straps on it, and you can easily assume, oh, this was a torture device. Like, there's literally no way it wasn't.
Okay.
Forcing them to stay awake until they went mad.
Yep.
I could not think of a worse torture.
Yeah.
let me just leave you alone for a couple days with nothing but your own thoughts and the inability to fall asleep. The one sense of security you would ever have.
All right, so
Yeah, 3 a.m.
So yes, I am going to end the session here, and you guys will go level up.
Okay.
Yay!
Oh, level up.
Okay,
12
before
left.
Increase con, strength, wisdom, or charisma, or get a feat.
What do I get? Get my phone.
It'd be ASI, because we're all level 12.
Yep.
Let's see here.
I'm gonna have to post this to the Discord.
What?
Sorry about that.
Joe inked the picture.
Oh, okay, cool.
Ooh.
Ooh, I want to see that.
It hasn't. It's not colored, but it's inked.
Cool.
So it's closer to the final version now.
Yeah.
Medium armor master, tough.
Medium Armor Master could get you a lot of really useful stuff.
Yeah, and you know what? Let's do
Dang,
that.
looks cool.
Oh, that looks awesome.
That does look so cool.
Oh, right. What I originally grabbed my phone for. Let me take a look here.
Yeah, what'd you guys think of
Oh,
this?
just an ability score improvement.
Yeah, what'd you guys
I
think
forget
of this
how
session?
those work.
You
Plus
get
2 to 1 stat, plus 1 to 2 stats, or a feat.
Yeah, stats like the actual my strength, dex, and stuff, right?
Yeah.
and your strength can't go above 20. None of your stats can go above 20, so.
yeah. So
Unless magical beans are implied.
Well, yes.
I'm
that's true.
trying to think what would be more useful for me. Would it be?
1, 2.
Would it be my? Would it be either my intelligence or my dex?
Or you could take. Do you have tough already?
What?
Do you have the tough feat already?
I thought so. Hang on.
Yeah, for a tank, I mean, tough was pretty good. Pretty handy to have.
What does that do?
Gives you an extra 2 hit points every level.
Yeah. I could have swore I took something like that. That sounds like something I would have had.
There is a Juggernaut feature that's like a mini tough, but
Yeah, the superior health.
Oh yeah. I have superior health. So
Yeah. You could have tough in addition to superior health. Oh, and also tough is retroactive.
hang on. Let me take a look at. I want to see my options.
and then next level, your proficiency bonus goes up, and you get improved shove. And improved...
I was like, yeah.
Can when our proficiency bonus goes up again?
Yeah, 13th your proficiency bonus will go up again.
You know, I'll go with.
Did you hear what they said?
I'll go with tough.
All right, so you get an extra.
Apparently, he's just having a lot of roommate problems or something like that.
Okay. Let's see here.
You would get an extra 12 hit points right now, plus an extra 2. Plus an extra 2 hit points every level. I mean, not an extra
Okay,
12,
well-
an extra 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I'm muting
If I'm
If you took tough right now, you'd get 24 HP right now and an extra 2 every single time you level up.
you guys are just counting if I just took the if I just did the.
So if you were to take tough right now,
Yeah,
your
I mean, you
HP
guys are counting it if I were to. If I were to just take the 7.
No. So if you were to take tough right now, your HP this level, your HP gain this level, would be your roll, plus your Constitution modifier, plus 1, plus 24.
24.
Because you're a 12th level character, so tough you multiply your level by 2, and you get an extra amount of hit points equal to that number.
In addition to the normal HP increase that you get
So
that level.
+5, +1, +4. Is that what I heard?
+5, +1,
+5 +
+24.
1 + 24. Wait, so what'd you roll on the die for your HP?
I roll a D12. So
Yeah. So
per
what did you roll? on that?
Juggernaut level.
There you go. You get 39 hit points this level.
Oh, okay. I'll just go with that.
And then every level past this one, you get an additional 2 hit points.
Okay.
Also, next level is 13, so that's when the superior health like really kicks in. You get 13 HP, and then every level after that is another 2.
Yep.
So starting 14th level, you would have D12 +5 +2 +2.
Yeah. So D12 plus 9 total.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead and re-roll that, Spencer.
Okay.
Re-roll it again.
I just took the 5 that come with
Alright.
Yeah, I'll take that.
the automatic 5 on the D8.
Alright. So yeah, next session, B will join. Like, very impromptu. Like, it'll just happen. There won't be any introduction at first. Like, it won't be like you're teleported back to Cornelius Temple and you have to. Oh wait,
I was just kind of picturing that she just kind of appears out of nowhere.
pretty much, yeah.
Like is it gonna? I have to ask. Is it gonna be while we're on the ship?
It is not going to be while you're on the ship.
You should probably write it that way, so that way we're physically, so that way we have every reason to not immediately just leave without her.
Yeah, I suppose that's a fair point.
Yeah, because I don't want to be mean to B, but she is entering at a bit of an odd point in the campaign where we're all tightly knit together.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we also learn that who we're working for may actually be a scumbag. So anything she does further, we're taking with a grain of salt.
Yeah, that's true.
And treating with possible suspicion. So to be suddenly introduced to a new warrior is going to be like, is she onto us?
Yeah.
I don't want to be mean to B, but based on what's happening in the campaign, that's how it's going to play out.
That's true. Yeah, I didn't think of that. But anyways,
I did. That was the first thing I thought of when I heard she was joining.
all right. So I'm gonna end the stream real quick.
Okay.
So thank you for coming and watching. Anyone who watched. We'll be back next week, probably with a new player. So see you next week.